Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1961 final week is on the air. And we got a big one tonight. Today's date is September 26, 61. We are at Fenway Park for a big matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. The White Sox come into this game with a record of 85-72. They have clinched fourth place in the American League. They will play the Detroit Tigers in the ALDS. The Boston Red Sox, however, are 78-78. They have not clinched anything yet. They need to get a winning record in order to get into the postseason. Let's take a look at the standings as of today. The Detroit Tigers, a record of 104-53, have clinched the American League title and home field throughout. The Baltimore Orioles have a half-game lead on the Yankees for second. The Yankees and the O's will play each other in the other ALDS. What remains to be seen is who will have home field advantage. The White Sox have clinched fourth. They can't do any worse or better. The question is, will they play the Boston Red Sox in a one-game playoff? The Red Sox at 78-78. If they lose 3 games, they will not make the postseason. They must have a record of 82-80 in order to get in. In the National League, the San Francisco Giants have a 2.5-game lead on the Dodgers for number 1 in the league. The Pirates are still in it. They're 4 back, a chance to maybe get it up there, but they got a lot of work to do. By a big win last night, the Milwaukee Braves now have a full game lead on the Cincinnati Reds for that 4th playoff spot in the National League. There's still lots to go there with 6 days left in the regular season. We will see the Braves and the Reds probably one more time in this final week, if, of course, we need to. Remember, I'm not doing doubleheaders anymore. It's just way too much. 1 game, and I'll let FastScore go ahead and take care of the rest. So that is what is at stake tonight here at Fenway Park as the Red Sox host the White Sox. Red Sox got to win. They must win 4 of their last 6 games in order to get in, and it's not easy. They have the White Sox, and then, of course, they played the Yankees the last week of the 61 season, where, of course, Roger Maris did hit home run number 61 in the final game of the 61 season. Woodman 564 and Steeler fan join us here at Fenway Park. The White Sox historically won this game 7-5. They had 14 hits. The Red Sox 13 hits. This was the first game of a doubleheader today. So I decided to do the first game of the doubleheader, and then we will see what 10-minute ticker says with the second game of the doubleheader. So we are all set and ready to go. This is a big game for the Red Sox. The White Sox are already in. The question is, will they play a 1-game playoff, or will they play the Tigers straight in the ALDS? If you're the White Sox, you want to knock Boston out as much as possible. You don't want to play that 1-game playoff. You've already got in, but you got to avoid it. So we will see what happens tonight. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox in this game was Gene Conley. 11 wins, 14 losses, a save, a 4.90 ERA. He gets the call tonight for the BOS Sox. Always a good matchup when both Sox teams get together. So if everybody is set, we are ready to play some big-time final week baseball. Leading off for the White Sox will be center fielder Jim Landis. 283 average, 22 homers, 85 RBIs. And he is at center field. We are using blue, white, and red dice. Red Sox are the home team. Fans here at Fenway know these games are important. They cannot lose 3 of the last 6. Let's see what happens as we go to the top of the first. Conley, 6'4". That is a blank. Landis, 3-4, and it's a ground ball to short, taken care of there by Pumpsy Green, out number 1. Next up will be right fielder Floyd Robinson, 310 average, 11 homers, 59 RBIs. Conley will set up and make the pitch. Conley, 4-3, error on a grounder. Robinson, 5-3, that's popped up. It'll be a pop out to second base. And Schilling will get to it in shallow outfield, and he'll make the play, 2 down. Next up for the Chi Sox, third baseman Al Smith, 278 average, 28 homers, 93 RBIs. Conley will go ahead and deal it. 3-2, that is a blank. Smith, 1-6, it's a fly to left. Coming over will be Yaz. He will have no problem making the play. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the first. Steeler fan, I am sorry about your Steelers last night. They really didn't look that great. I was a little disappointed in them. I expected them to beat the Browns. Tough loss for your Steelers, I know. Don't feel bad. My Dolphins got to play the Bills on Sunday. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox in this matchup is Ray Herbert. 12 wins, 12 losses, no saves, a 4.54 ERA. He gets the call for the Chi Sox in this first game of the doubleheader that was played on this date. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Red Sox, second baseman Chuck Schilling. 259 average, 5 homers, 62 RBIs. Herbert will go ahead and make the pitch. 3-3, blank. Schilling, 1-6, it's a base hit to right field. Schilling will go ahead and lead off with a single for the Bo Sox. He gets to first base. Doug Hunt joins us here at Fenway Park. Infield double play. Next batter, center fielder Gary Geiger. 232 average, 18 homers, 64 RBIs. Brian B. now joins us here at Fenway Park. Strat, nothing on the 15. Herbert with the pitch. 5-6 against the lefty, that's a blank. Geiger, 5-5, it's a fly to right. Robinson will get to it and make the play. One man down, and that brings up a very young left fielder, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. This was his rookie season. 266 average, 11 homers, 80 RBIs. Yaz says that he wants to be one of the best, one of the most loved Red Sox in history. We'll see what you got, kid. Strategy roll. Schilling stays put. He had 7 stolen bases, but he will not go anywhere. Herbert, 5-2. Home run result against a righty. Yaz needs a 4, and he just missed it with a 5. 4-4, and against a right-handed pitcher, he's going to hit a deep fly ball to right field. Going near the short porch is going to be Robinson, and he will make the catch near the wall. And that is out number 2. Yaz not happy. He got a good pitch to hit, but he couldn't do anything with it. And that will be the second out. Next up, third baseman Frank Malzone. 266 average, 14 homers, 87 RBIs. Beatles eternally. I'm pretty sure he took the long and winding road to Fenway Park. Strategy roll. That is a 13-0 happening. Herbert will go ahead and make the pitch. Herbert, 4-4 against the righty. That is a blank. Malzone, 1-3. Ground ball to short. That'll get handled by Esposito. He'll throw to second to get Schilling, and that will do it. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. No score after 1. Yes, I had a feeling you might like that one, Beatles Eternally. Beatles Eternally knows that every time he enters a chat, I must give him a Beatles song, and it does not have to be from the Beatles. It can be from the Beatles or, of course, one of the Fab Four. As he says, the Sox will win it. Well, we shall find out. The Sox historically lost the game 7-5, but you know as well as I do, Inside Pitch does have a mind of its own. Top of the second, leading off for the Chi Sox, first baseman Roy Sievers. Solid player, 295 average, 27 homers, 92 RBIs. Conley will go ahead and make the pitch. Conley, 1-5. That is a blank. Sievers, 3-4. Base hit right past short. And that goes into the shallow left, and Seavers will get the first on a single. Infield goes the double play depth. Next batter is the left fielder, the Cuban Comet, Minnie Minoso. 280 average, 14 homers, 82 RBIs. Was recently placed in the Hall of Fame. Should have been put in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. One of the best athletes to ever play the game. Seavers on at first. Nothing on the 14. He'll stay put. Conley, 1-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Minoso, 1-3. Base hit, center field. That's a single. Let's see. Seavers, a base running rating of 1. -2 on a single to center. Seavers will hold. And he will hold at second base. That's just going to be a 1-base advance. So Minoso gets a single and keeps Seavers on at second. Now we'll see the catcher, Sherm Lawler, 282 average, 7 homers, 41 RBIs. Infield still at double play depth. Keith Turnus joins us here at Fenway Park. Yeah, the Sox will win this one. Exactly. Strategy roll. And that is a 16, nothing happening. Conley will make the pitch. Conley, 2-6 against a righty, super walk, and that will be ball 4. And the White Sox have bases loaded and no one out. That's the first walk issued by Conley. He had 63 of them. Bases loaded, and here comes the second baseman, Hall of Famer, Nellie Fox. 251 average, 2 homers, 51 RBIs. The bases are loaded. They're going to call double play depth, try to get 2 outs and give up the run early. That's only the second inning. After further review with Steve Tower joins us here at Fenway Park. Please check out his amazing, absolutely spectacular, unbelievable, indefatigable channel. Let's see, strategy roll, and that is a 4, nothing happening. The Red Sox will play in double play depth. Conley, 3-3, home run result, but that 10 is going to be too high as Nellie Fox has only a 1. That is a 10, so Conley pitches a meatball. Fox can't hit it out. 6-6, and instead he hits a ground ball to first. So let's see if they still get it, if they can turn it. 2-2-2. Shortstop pivot Green, a 0, a 1 or a 2. They'll turn the double play, and they don't. So Seavers will score. Minoso goes to third. Lawler thrown out at second. They can't get the relay. Fox is safe, but the White Sox have a 1-0 lead. So they cannot turn the double play. So that becomes a fielder's choice anyway, though. But 1-0 now in favor of the Chi Sox. And next up will be the shortstop, Sammy Esposito. Don't know much about him. 170 average, a homer, and 8 RBIs. Esposito got the call here in the first game of this doubleheader that was played that day. I'm pretty sure Aparicio was in the second game. Runners at the corners, 1 out. They're going to stay in double play depth, but now 1-0. Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Fenway Park. Don't forget to check out his amazing NBC Game of the Week. The Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Boston Red Sox on Inside Pitch. Don't forget that, as he's got amazing baseball on his NBC Game of the Week as he approaches his playoffs for 1986. What a great year it's been for the Demos. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Fox will stay put. Conley with the pitch. 1-5. That's a blank. Esposito, 4-2. It's a ground ball to third. Let's see if they can turn it now. 3-3-4. Second base, Schilling, 0 pivot. A 1-4. It's a double play, and they got it, and they get out of the inning. Side retired. 5-4-3 double play ends it, but the White Sox did get a run. 1 run on 2 hits. And the White Sox are going to think they could have gotten more. This game is really meaningless for the White Sox. They've already clinched 4th place. However, but then again, it's not so meaningless is that they can eliminate, if they can hurt the Red Sox chances Boston would not have to play the one-game playoff. But we go to the bottom of the second. Herbert gets back on the mound. Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder Lou Clinton, 255 average and 3 RBIs. He got the call in right field for the first game of this doubleheader played on the 26th. Herbert, 1-5, blank. Clinton, 5-6, and it's a ground ball to first. Severs will go ahead, take it himself for the out. Next man up, first baseman Pete Runnels, 317 average, 3 homers, 38 RBIs. That's a pretty good year for him. He did appear in most of the games for the Red Sox in 61. Herbert, 6-4, blank. Runnels, 1-2. It's a grounder to second base, handled easily by Fox, and he will throw to first for the out, 2 away. 2 men down, and here comes the shortstop, Pumpsy Green, 260 average, 6 homers, 27 RBIs. How can you not love a guy by the name of Pumpsy? You just got to love a guy like that name. One of the best names also in history. Herbert with the pitch. 2-1, possible error. Green, 5-3, and that's a base hit to center field. It'll be a single. Landis, an error rating of 3. That's a 3, and it's going to get by him. Green's going to get at least 1 extra base. A base running rating of 2 will allow him to take third, and he does not. He will hold because of the arm. So Landis does make an error, and Green, however, will not be able to take third base because 3 minus 1 is a 2, and that is a 3, and he will stay at second. So Green does get a single and an error, and that is an error on Landis. He didn't make it many of them, but he does there. First error on the White Sox. They did not have any errors in the game historically. But now a runner on second. And now we'll see the catcher, Russ Nixon, 289 average, a homer and 19 RBIs. He was the catcher for the game here. Runner on second base. Herbert, strategy roll, 17, nothing happening. Herbert with the pitch. 2-4 against the lefty. That's going to be an out. And it will be a ground ball to second, handled easily by Fox. He will throw to first, and that'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. But the Red Sox cannot capitalize on it. And after 2, it is still 1-0 in favor of the Chi Sox. Top of the third. Leading off for the Pale Hose will be the pitcher, Ray Herbert. A 185 average, and he had 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. DH, he doesn't need no stinking DH. Conley will go ahead and pitch. 5-6, walk, 2. Yep, that's ball 4. Herbert will trot to first. Fenway Park subtracts 2 from strikeouts and adds 2 to walks there. And so Conley walks the pitcher, breaks the cardinal rule there. Second walk issued by Conley. Next up is Landis. Landis is 0 for 1, infield depth double play. And strategy roll. Let's see if anything happening. That is an 18. Landis gets the bunt sign, but he's going to swing away here. Conley will go ahead and pitch. Conley, 5-4, home run chance against a righty. A 1-18. The 1 is good against a righty. Landis needs a 15 or lower, and he just missed it with a 16. Holy cow, Landis just misses a homer. 2-2, and he'll have to settle for a ground ball to short. 2-2-3. Second base, Schilling pivot 0, 1-3 double play. No. Herbert thrown out at second. Landis fielder's choice at first. Wow. Landis can't believe he didn't get all of that ball. Instead, he got way over it. And that is a fielder's choice instead of a bomb. And there is 1 out. And I'm sure every Red Sox fan just breathed a sigh of relief there. Robinson is next. He's 0 for 1. Infield still at double play depth. Nothing on the strat. Landis will stay put. Conley, with the pitch. 1-3, strikeout, 11 is high. Robinson, 5-4, and that's a single. It'll be a base hit to right. Landis, a base running rating of 4. A base hit to right plus 2 is an automatic 6. He will go to third, and Robinson goes to first, and the White Sox are in business. Single by Robinson now. And the batter now is Smith. He's 0 for 1. Infield is going to play in. The Red Sox do not want any runs to score now here. They're already down 1-0, and they know they must win ball games. They have to go 4-2 in the last 6 games of this season to make the postseason and have a 1-game playoff, the wild card game, against the White Sox. Otherwise, we go straight to division series. Strategy roll. That is a 2. Robinson will stay put. Landis will stay there. Smith actually gets the hit and run, but he's going to swing. Conley, 3-6. Wild pitch, 8. No. Oh, boy. Conley misses a wild pitch. He didn't have any, actually, although he did have a couple of passed balls when he was pitching. So Conley does not give a wild pitch. It's ball 1. Do it again. 3-3. Home run result against the righty. Smith is a 20, and that'll just do it. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep. It's going to the triangle in center field, and it's gone. Home run, Al Smith. Stadium groans. A 3-run bomb by Al Smith, as Landis couldn't get the homer, but Smith does, as Conley just puts it right over the plate, and it is now 4-0 in favor of the White Sox. And still on the top of the third, and the next batter is Severs with 1 out. Severs 1 for 1. 4-0 in favor of the Chi-Sox now. Conley, a 4-5, strikeout 5, and he will get Severs. And that's strikeout number 1 for Conley. He had 113 of them in 61. 2 down now. Here comes the Comet. Minoso is 1 for 1. Conley will go ahead and make the pitch. Conley, 6-2, walk 6, yep, ball 4. Minoso will trot to first now on a base on balls. That is the third walk given up by Conley, and it will bring up Lawler. Lawler walked his first time up. 2 outs, infield depth is normal. Anything on the strat? Nope, Minoso will stay at first. He had 9 stolen bases, though. Conley will go ahead and pitch. Conley, 5-4, home run chance, righty, a 1-18, the 1 is good, against a right-handed pitcher, Lawler needs an 8. No, it just misses it with a 10. 6-6, and instead Lawler is going to ground it to short. That'll get handled by Green, and the throw goes to first to get Lawler, and that'll retire the side. Another bad pitch by Conley, but Lawler could not deal with it, and the inning is over. 3 runs on 2 hits, a 3-run bomb, a single, a couple of walks, and the White Sox have a 4-0 lead here going into the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning. Leading off will be the pitcher, Gene Conley. A 219 average, and he had 2 bombs himself, 8 RBIs. Conley doesn't need a designated hitter. Herbert will go ahead and pitch. 3-1, hit by pitch. Nope, the 13 is going to be high. Conley, 6-5, it's grounded to third. Smith will take care of that, and that is an out. 1 down, here comes Schilling. Schilling is 1 for 1 with a base hit. Herbert with the pitch. 3-4, error on a grounder. Schilling, 5-2. It is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to Herbert. His error rating is a 3. That's a 7. He'll take care of it and throw to first for the out. 2 quick outs there. And now here's Geiger. Geiger 0 for 1. Herbert, they'll go ahead and deal with it. 1-5, blank. Geiger, 5-2, and it's a fly ball to left field. Mignoso gets to that with no trouble, and that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Red Sox, and that's a little demoralizing. 3 innings in the books, and the White Sox have a 4-0 lead. Time for station break. This is the RJL Network. Be back. We go to the top of the 4th inning. The Chicago White Sox have already clinched the playoff. They are in 4th place, but they know that they can deal some damage to the Red Sox in the standings. They avoid that 1-game playoff they'll have to play. If not, the White Sox will be playing the Detroit Tigers. The Yankees and the Orioles are in 3rd and 2nd, respectively. The question is, who will have home field in that ALDS? The National League, San Francisco, the Dodgers, and Pittsburgh are in. Milwaukee has a whole game lead on the Reds for 4th. That league is not decided yet. Top of the 4th, leading off for the Pale Hose will be Nellie Fox. Fox is 0 for 1. 4-0 in favor of the White Sox. Conley, 5-3. That's at the park. Fenway Park. 1-4. It's a deep fly ball to left, but not deep enough. Yaz will get to that and make the play. 1 out, and here's Esposito. Esposito 0 for 1. Conley 4-2, and that's a strikeout. The 18 is high. Esposito a 3-3, and he hits a fly to center. Geiger measures it with the ruler, and now he'll catch it with the glove. 2 down. Here's Herbert. Herbert walked his first time up. Mike Eisenberg joins us here at Fenway Park. Conley with the pitch. 6-2, walk 3, and again he walks Herbert. I don't believe it. Conley walks the pitcher for the 2nd straight time. Don't know how much longer the Red Sox will keep him in there. Bullpen is getting warmed up if necessary. The batter now is Landis. Landis is 0 for 2. So that is the 4th walk issued by Conley. 2 of them to the pitcher. Strategy roll. Herbert's not going to go anywhere. He'll stay where he is. Conley will make the pitch. 4-6. That's at the park. Fenway Park. 1-5. That's grounded to short. Easily taken care of by Green. He'll throw to second to get Herbert, and that will end the inning. Nothing across except a walk. We go to the bottom of the 4th. This was the first game of a doubleheader played that day. Second game, the 10-minute ticker will tell us what happens. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. A very young Carl Yastrzemski will lead off, and he is 0 for 1. Herbert will go ahead and make the pitch. Herbert, 5-6 against the lefty. That is blank. Yaz, 5-6. It's a fly to center. Landis will have ease of a play and make the catch. 1 down. Malzone is next. He's 0 for 1. Herbert, 4-5. Strikeout. The 18 is high. Malzone, a 5-3, and he hits one to center field. That is a 17, and against the righty, that's going to be way too high. And center fielder Landis will get near the track with it, but he's got it for the second out. So now 2 outs, and here is Clinton. Clinton 0 for 1. Herbert, he'll go ahead and pitch. Herbert 2-4 against the righty. Strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that ends the inning, and that is actually the first strikeout by Herbert. He had 84 of them that season. And it's a 1-2-3 inning on the Red Sox. 4-0 White Sox after 4. Top of the 5th coming up. Floyd Robinson leads off, and he is 1 for 2 with a single. Fans here at Fenway Park not happy with the scoreboard right now. And the Red Sox can't afford to lose games. They can lose no more than 2. Conley with the pitch. 1-1, range play. Robinson, 1-6 against the righty. It's a ground ball to short, and that ball is hit to Green. His range is a 2. That's a 4. It'll get past him. Base hit. Robinson will head to first on a single, as a little bit out of Green's range. Here's Smith. Smith hit a 3-run bomb his last time up. He is 1 for 2. Infield is at double play depth. Robinson had 7 stolen bases. He'll stay put where he is. Conley, he'll go ahead and throw it. 1-4, hit by pitch, 9. That is high. Smith, 3-4, and it's a base hit to left. Smith gets a single. Robinson, a base running rating of 3, single to left, -3-0. Robinson will not be able to go to third, and he will hold at second automatically as Yaz gets that ball in there quickly. But once again, the White Sox are in business. They did beat Boston in this game 7-5, and right now it looks like that inside pitch seems to agree with it. Here is Severs. Severs is 1 for 2, has a base hit. Anything on Strat, that is a 2. Robinson stays put. Conley will now go ahead and pitch to Severs. Fans here at Fenway hoping for a good pitch. Conley, 1-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Severs, 6-3, and he hits one to center field. That's a 10 against the righty. Severs is going to smack a double into center field. Robinson comes around to score. Smith, a base running rating of 3, double to center, 0, 1-3. He will score, and he will. Smith comes around to score. Severs holds at second, 6-0 White Sox. Stadium groans. 6-0. That's going to be it for Conley. He is done. And Conley cannot figure it out today. And still nobody out in the top of the 5th. Here is the comment. Mignoso is up, and he's 1 for 2. White Sox are probably going to go with a righty here. And coming on to pitch for the White Sox will be Tracy Stallard. 2 wins, 7 losses, 2 saves, a 4.87 ERA. Stallard, who of course gave up the home run to Roger Maris in 1961. And it's kind of fitting that right now the Yankees are playing the Red Sox, and Aaron Judge is trying to break Roger Maris's record against the team that Maris did it against, the Red Sox. Stallard will pitch to Mignoso now. Nobody out, top of the 5th. Not looking too good for Boston in this game. That is an 8. Actually, strategy rolls are now off. Stallard will pitch. Stallard, 1-5, hit by pitch, 19, no. Mignoso, 5-2 against the righty. That's a fly ball to right. Clinton will make the catch for the out. That's the first out. Severs will not go to third. His base running rating is a 1, so he stays put, and there are 2 away. Next batter is, 1 out, I should say, 1 away. Lawler is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Severs on at second. Stallard with the pitch. 6-3. That's at the park. Fenway Park, 2-2. It's a base hit to left. That's a single. Severs, will he score though? Base running rating of 1. Single to left, 0. So the only way he scores is on a 1. And that is a 4. He will not. He will hold it third, not very quick. And Lawler stays at first. And once again, the White Sox looking to put more runs on the board. Runners at the corners. Here is Fox with 1 out. Fox is 0 for 2. Infield will go to double play depth. And try to they'll go to double play depth and try to turn 2 here. Although the White Sox now have a 6-0 lead on Boston. Stallard, 4-4. Super walk, 15. Yep, net bases are loaded. So Stallard goes ahead and walks the bases loaded now. And it will be up to Esposito to try to bring in some runs. He's 0 for 2. Infield will play at double play depth. So fans here at Fenway know that this is a big at bat here. 6-0 in favor of the Pale Hose against the Red Hose. Stallard will go ahead and pitch to Esposito. Stallard, 4-3, walk, 6, and he walks in a run, 7-0 White Sox. Stadium groans. Severs will come in to score, and all the base runners will move 90 feet, and 7-0 now in favor of the Pale Hose. And it does not look good for Boston tonight. The next batter is Herbert. Herbert has walked twice. Stallard open now. He doesn't walk Herbert. Infield is still, now the infield is going to play in because Herbert does not have much in double plays. So that means the double play, they'll try to get the runner at home. So bases are loaded now, 7-0 White Sox. Stallard, 2-3 against the righty. Super strikeout. He got Herbert, and that's what he needed. And that is out number 2. He strikes out Herbert. 2 down, and now a chance for Landis. Landis is the 9th batter in this inning for the White Sox. 2 away. Stallard will pitch to Landis. Fans here hoping for something. Stallard, 5-3, strikeout, 18 is high. Landis, 6-2. That ball is hit to center field. That is a 7, and against the righty, Landis just cleared the bases with a triple to center. Lawler will score. Fox will score. Esposito will score. Landis goes to third. 10-0 White Sox. Stadium groans. And definitely not good looking good for the Red Sox tonight. The White Sox now with a 10-0 lead. And here's Robinson. And nothing going right for Boston in this one. Robinson batted first in this inning. He is 2 for 3, so that's the second time at bat. Stallard trying to get the job done. 3-6. That's at the park. Fenway Park. 1-3. And that's a double to center field. Robinson will go to second. Landis will score 11-0 White Sox. Stadium groans. Lots of moaning and groaning in Beantown tonight. And the White Sox now have an 11-0 lead, and that'll be it for Stallard. So Stallard not getting it done. The next batter is Smith. As that is a double by Robinson. White Sox now have an 11-0 lead. Smith is 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. And coming on to pitch for the Red Sox will be Billy Muffet. 3 wins, 11 losses, 2 saves, a 5.65 ERA. It really doesn't matter. Boston just trying to get something to get out of this inning. And right now, the Chi Sox are having their way with the Bo Sox. 7 runs scored in this inning. Robinson on at second. Muffet will now pitch to Smith. Muffet, 1-4. Home run chance against a righty, a 1-11. The 6 is good against a righty. Smith has a 20. Al Smith just hit his second home run of the game. Kaboom! High, deep, gone. And the White Sox are doing everything they can to kick the Red Sox out of the playoffs. Stadium barfs. Blech. A 2-run bomb by Al Smith, his second home run of the game. And no matter who comes on the mound, Boston can't do no wrong. 13-0 White Sox. And that is the 9th run in this inning. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the most I've had. Next batter will be Severs. And right now the dice are just being relentless tonight. Severs is 2 for 3, a single and a double. Muffet goes up and gives up a hit, another homer to Smith. That's his second. Muffet, 3-4. That's a pitcher result. And against a righty, a 1-7. The 15 is no good. Severs, 5-6. But he hits a base hit past third. It's a single. Severs continues to hit here. And the Chi Sox are putting a beating on the Bo Sox. Here is Mignoso. Mignoso is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Muffet will go ahead and pitch to Mignoso. White Sox lead 13-0, but remember, no lead is safe on inside pitch, although this one might be a little insurmountable. Severs on at first. Muffet, 1-2, range play. Mignoso, 2-2. It's a base hit to right field, but it's a range play for Clinton. His range is a 3. That is a 2. He will make the catch and finally retire the side. 9 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits, 2 walks, and another big home run by Al Smith. And the White Sox have a 13-0 lead on the Bo Sox here, and we're only in the 5th inning. So I think the fans here at Fenway Park are going to have to wait for the second game of a doubleheader to see if they have anything to cheer about. Bottom of the 5th, though, can the Red Sox mount any kind of comeback? Pete Runnels leads off, and he is 0 for 1. Herbert pitching a marvelous game. He's only given up 2 hits. Herbert, 4-4. Against the lefty, that's a super walk, and he'll walk Runnels. So Herbert gives up a leadoff walk as the rally begins. First walk issued by Herbert. He had 63 of them. Next batter is Green. Green got a single, an extra base on an error. Infield is at double play depth. Runnels on at first. Strategy rolls, of course, are off. Herbert, 5-5, walk, 12. Yes, that's ball 4. And now Boston's got the first 2 batters on base. Another walk issued by Herbert, his second. And here comes Nixon. Nixon is 0 for 1. Infield still at double play depth. Down 13-0. I don't think Boston will utilize any outfield throws. They'll probably play station to station. Herbert with the pitch. Herbert 1-1, walk 5. Yes, Herbert walks Nixon, and he walks all 3 batters, and the bases are loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Are you kidding me? 3 straight walks given up by Herbert, and if anything, he's trying to get Boston back into this. Muffet will come back. He will not bat. And the Red Sox do need a batter. It will be Jackie Jensen pinch hitting. 263 average, 13 homers, 66 RBIs. Infield still a double play depth. Herbert is going to continue to pitch here, but right now we can't find the plate. Herbert sets up. Here it comes. 6-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Jensen, 6-3. It's a ground ball to third. The infield is a double play depth, so that means a run will score, but they're going to see if they can turn the 2. 3, 4. Second base, pivot, Fox -1. A 1-3. It's a double play. They got it. Runnels does come in to score. Green goes to third. Nixon and Jensen are out 2 down, but it's now 13-1. So now a 13-1 game as they do turn the double play, which is the right call to do here with a 12-run lead. But the Red Sox do get a run. So let's see. So the run comes in. He goes to third. He's out, and it's a ground ball. What is it? 5-4-3 double play. Next batter is Schilling with 2 outs. Green is still on at third. But now it's a 13-1 game. Here come the Red Sox. Herbert will pitch to Schilling. Herbert, 5-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Schilling, 5-1. Base hit center field. Schilling gets a single. Green comes in to score. It's now 13-2. How big was that double play now? And now it's a 13-2 game here. As the Red Sox say, not so fast. We may get back into this. Schilling gets his second hit of the game. Here is Geiger. Herbert continuing to pitch, and he will continue to pitch here. But now it's 13-2. 2 men down still. Herbert with the pitch. Herbert, 2-5. Range play. Geiger. 5-2, and it's a fly ball to left field. That ball is hit to Mignoso. His range is a 3. That is a 2. He will make the catch and end the rally. But 2 runs scored. 2 runs on only 1 hit and 3 walks. But that double play was a killer. And that did take a lot away out of the rally chances. But after 5, it is now 13-2. As the Red Sox do get a safety. Kurt's dad gets a hit. Yes, he does. Top of the 6th coming up. Chi Sox 13, Red Sox 2. Still plenty of baseball left, though. You never know what might happen. Sherm Lawler leads off for the White Sox. He is 1 for 2. Boston does need a pitcher. And they're going to bring on a righty, and it will be coming on to pitch for the White Sox. Let's see. I rather don't want to use him yet. I'll go ahead and use him. Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox will be Dave Hillman. 3 wins, 2 losses, no saves. A 2.77 ERA. He actually is the best bullpen pitcher Boston has, even though he had no saves. Lawler will go up against Hillman here, top of the 6th. Hillman, 5-5. Against the righty, home run result. Against the righty, he needs an 8. That's a 2. And once again, another pitcher comes on the mound, and all he does is give up a bomb. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball's heading for the Green Monster, and it's gone. Sherm Lawler hits that over the Green Monster, and it's out of here. Stadium groans. And that gives the extra point, and now the White Sox have a 14-2 lead. It's not the first time the White Sox have had a high-scoring game on the network. Now 14-2 White Sox. As Lawler goes ahead and hits a bomb, he greets Hillman. He says, "Welcome to the show. I'm going to watch this ball go." Here comes Fox. Fox walked his last time up. As right now, Boston just having their way with it. Hillman, 5-6, walk, 18, that's high. Fox, a 3-4, it's a grounder to third. Malzone will handle it and toss it to first. One out, here comes Esposito. Esposito is 0-2 with a walk. Pitch from Hillman, 4-2, that's a blank, he's not tired. Esposito, 4-3, it's a fly to left. And Yaz will come under it, and he will put it away for the out, 2 down. That'll bring up the pitcher, Ray Herbert, and they're going to let him bat. Why not? You got a 12-run lead, and he's still got plenty of gas left in his tank. Hillman with the pitch, 1-5 against the righty. That's a blank. Herbert, 6-5, and it's a grounder to second base. Schilling is up with it, takes his time, tosses it to first, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Sherm Lawler. And it is now 14-2 going into the bottom of the 6th in favor of the Chi Sox. Yes, Brian B., you have done your homework. You are 100% correct. The Braves are, in a way, they are ahead because the Reds have to win by 1 game. They are tied at 4 games at 4-4, correct. And yes, the Braves do have more runs, but there will be a couple more games to play with those teams, I'm pretty sure. But yes, you are correct there, you are correct, Brian. Herbert gets back on the mound. A young Carl Yastrzemski will lead off, and he's 0-2. 14-2 Chi Sox. Herbert, 3-1, hit by pitch. The 14 is high. Yaz, 3-2. It's a fly ball to left field, and the Comet will make it over there with ease and the out. Malzone is next. He's 0-2. Herbert, he sets up with the pitch. 3-6, walk, 9. Yep, that's ball 4. Herbert thought it was a good pitch, but Malzone's a 7 plus 2 makes him a 9, and he'll trot to first. So Malzone does draw a walk there. Herbert thought that was right there, but the umpire says, "Hey, you got a 12-run lead. Will you just pitch?" Here comes Clinton. Clinton is 0-2. Infield is at double play depth. Herbert will look in on Clinton. Strategy rolls, of course, are off. Herbert, 4-6. That's a blank. Clinton, 2-1. And that is a fly to left. Mignoso comes in a little bit and gets it. 2 down. Here's Runnels. Runnels 0-1 with a walk. Malzone on it first. Herbert will make the pitch. 6-3, that is a blank. He's not tired. Runnels, a 4-5, and against a righty, that's a base hit past third. It will be a single. Malzone, a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs, will not be enough for him to get to third base, and he'll hold at second. So maybe the Red Sox can get at least a couple of runs here. Green is up next, and he is 1-for-1, singled and walked. 2 outs here. 2 outs. Malzone on it second, Runnels on it first. Herbert will set up for the pitch. 2-3 against the switch left. That's going to be an automatic out. And it's a ground ball to short. Esposito will handle it, and he will throw to second to get Runnels, and that will end the inning. No runs a hit for the Red Sox, and it is still 14-2 in favor of the White Sox. So right now, not a good game for Boston today. And hopefully they'll have to deal with the ticker. They'll hopefully have to deal with the ticker and see how the second game of this doubleheader goes. So we are going to the top of the seventh, right? We go to the top of the seventh. White Sox have a 14-2 lead. Hillman will come out to pitch again. Why not? And let's see, he can pitch to 6 more batters before he tires. He's due to bat second in the 7th inning anyway, so they're going to see if he can get some outs. Top of the order for the White Sox here is Jim Landis. Landis is 1 for 4, got a triple his last time up and scored and had 3 RBIs in the triple. Hillman will go ahead and pitch. 2-5, strikeout, 18 is high. Landis, a 2-2, it's grounded to short, and Pumpsy will take it and toss it to first. 1 out. Next up is Robinson. Robinson having a great night. 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. Hillman makes the pitch. 3-5 against the lefty. That's an out, and it will be a grounder to short again. Green will take care of that also, 2 away. As good a night as Robinson is having, he is not having that good a night as Al Smith. Smith is 3 for 4, 2 bombs and a single. He has 2 home runs tonight. He has been on fire in this game. Hillman gave up a home run to him in his first when he came on to pitch to him. Hillman with the pitch. 2-3, error on a throw. Smith, 5-2. It's a ground ball to short. Once again, the ball is hit to Green. Green's error rating is a 16. That's a 4. He throws the ball wide. Runnels a range of 3, and he'll make the play, getting it by him, but Smith is safe at first. And that is an E6 on an error on a throw, a bad throw by Pumpsy this time. And now it's an E6, and that is the first error on the Red Sox. They did not have any errors in the game historically. So now the batter is Severs. He's having a good night too. He's 3 for 4. Brandon Baker joins us here at Fenway Park. And he's just waiting to see Milwaukee have a fast score blow up. Good to see Mr. Brandon Baker. Always a pleasure to have him here. Always a pleasure to have all you guys here. Smith on it first. Hillman with the pitch. 3-3 against the righty. That's a blank. Severs, 1-4. That ball is hit to center field. That's a 2. And against a right-handed pitcher, that's a single. Single to center. Let's see, single to center. Smith, a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs, -2, a 1-2. He'll take third, and he will. And Smith goes ahead. Severs, a base running rating of 1. Does he take second? No, he stays put. Another single by Severs. He is now 4 for 5. Smith goes to third, and here comes the comet. Mignoso is 1 for 3. 2 outs here. White Sox lead 14-2. Not a good baseball game for Boston. Mignoso trying to put more runs on the board. If you're the White Sox, you know what can happen in a game of inside pitch. Hillman with the pitch. 3-6. Strikeout 1. Got him. Side retired. Boy, he needed that. And he gets a big K on Mignoso, and it will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. And the White Sox cannot take advantage of the error, but they have a 12-run lead here in this ball game. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I would say Sweet Caroline also, but then again, Neil Diamond wasn't singing yet in 61. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have a 10-minute ticker, and of course, remember it is only one day of the ticker for September 26th. Our next game will be tomorrow night, of course, and that will be September 27th. As I said, the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees are fighting each other to see who will have home field in their division series. And we're going to go to Yankee Stadium to see if we can find out what will happen. The Orioles will play the Yankees tomorrow night. It will be Steve Barber going for Baltimore and Bill Stafford taking on the Yankees. So a really important matchup there tomorrow night, and I know you don't want to miss it. The Orioles and the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. A very important matchup. As we said, home field for that ALDS is on the line. Meanwhile, nothing really on the line here in the bottom of the seventh here at Fenway Park, as the White Sox have a 14-2 lead on the Red Sox. Will Herbert pitch? Yeah, might as well. He still has plenty of a little bit gas left in the tank. Russ Nixon leads off for the Red Sox. He is 0 for 1. Herbert will make the pitch. 5-5. That's a walk. The 18 is high. Nixon, 3-1. It's a grounder to first base, handled easily by Severs. One down, pinch hitter coming up for Dave Hillman as he is done. And let's see what's going to be. Pinch hitting will be coming on to pinch hit will be Don Buden. 263 average, 6 homers, 42 RBIs. Buden will pinch hit against Herbert. 14-2. Herbert, a 1-4, strikeout 5, and he got him. Struck him out. What a job Herbert's having to do today. He is doing pretty good, much better than his ERA gives it. He's only given up 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 down. And now the batter is Schilling. And Schilling is 2 for 3, 2 singles. Herbert, he'll make the pitch. 1-5, that's a blank. Schilling, 3-6, it's a fly to right. And Robinson will get to it with no problem at all. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Herbert. He is looking pretty good. We'll see how long he can go. Still 14-2 after 7. As I'm sorry to say, we are looking at a blowout for tonight's Friday night baseball. Top of the 8th. Leading off for the White Sox will be Sherm Lawler. He is 2 for 3, a home run and a single. Boston needs a pitcher. And let's see, they're going to go bring on a righty here. And coming on to pitch for the Red Sox will be Tom Brewer. He had only 1 relief appearance, but that's good enough for me. 3 wins, 2 losses, a 3.43 ERA. Brewer will come on and pitch here. Pretty much a late call-up for the Red Sox. Only had 9 starts. So Brewer will pitch to Lawler here. Brewer, 3-1 against the righty. That is a blank. Lawler, 5-1, base hit past second. So the White Sox, every time a new pitcher gets on the mound, the White Sox greet him with not very nicely. That's a base hit. And Lawler is now 3 for 4. Fox is up next. He's one of only a couple that have yet to join the hit parade, though. Although he did walk, he's 0 for 3. Infield is at double play death. Brewer with the pitch. 6-3, walk, 9. Yep, that's ball 4. And no matter what happens here, the Red Sox are just not getting any help. Another walk issued by Boston. And here comes Esposito, and he is 0 for 3 with a walk. Runners at first and second, nobody out, top of the 8th. White Sox want to put some more runs on the board. Brewer, 3-4. Wild pitch, 9. Yep, and the runners will move up. Wow. Talk about a game where nothing goes right for you at all. A wild pitch issued by Brewer, and now runners at second and third. And the infield's going to now just play back as the Red Sox have pretty much resigned themselves to just get this game over with and hope for a good 10-minute ticker roll. Esposito still at bat. Brewer will pitch to him. Brewer, 5-6. Walk, super walk, and that will load the bases. Wow. So Brewer comes in, walks the bases, and that will bring up the pitcher, Ray Herbert, and he's going to hit. You got a 12-run lead. Might as well. Infield is going to go into double play, is going to go into infield in mode here and see if they can do something. But Brewer comes in and can't get anything done. Gives up a single and 2 walks and a wild pitch. Brewer will go ahead and pitch. 3-4. And guess what? That is another wild pitch. That's a 5. That's another wild pitch by Brewer. Lawler will score. Runners move up 15-2. And the fans that are still watching this ball game groan. Another wild pitch. And the runners move up. That's a second wild pitch from Brewer. And that is it. They're not even going to let, well, actually, that was a wild pitch. He actually has to finish the at bat. So Brewer will still pitch here. Runners at second and third and nobody out. In the top of the 8th, White Sox, a 15-2 lead. Been a while since we've had a blowout like this, though. Brewer will go ahead and pitch. Brewer, 2-2, error on a grounder. Herbert, 5-2. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit the green. His error rating is a 16. That's a 12. And what else can go wrong for Boston? That's going to be another E6. So Fox will come in to score. Esposito goes to third. Herbert safe at first. 16-2 White Sox. And this is just one of those games where that inside pitch is just being relentless and just putting a hurt on one poor team. 16-2 now. Still nobody out in the top of the 8th. And the batter is Landis. And that is going to be it for Brewer. So he is completely ineffective. And the Red Sox will go to another pitcher. And they're going to go with Galen Cisco. 2 wins, 4 losses, a 6.75 ERA. Galen Cisco will be the 6th Red Sox pitcher. Runners at the corners, infield a double play depth. Cisco will make the pitch. 3-4. Strikeout 4, and he got Landis. He gets Landis on a K, which is something finally the Red Sox get a chance to do here. So strikes out Landis. 1 down. Here is Robinson. Robinson is, what is he? 3 for 5, 2 singles and a double. Infield still a double play depth. 16-2. Cisco 4-3 against the lefty, base hit right back up the middle, and that's a single. Esposito comes in easily. Herbert, a base running rating of 2. He will hold at second. Robinson holds at first. And every time I seem to put a score up there, the White Sox just continue to get it. And it is now 17-2 in favor of the White Sox here. And the fans have pretty much given up in this game as another hit for the White Sox as they're just making mincemeat of Boston pitching. Here is Smith. Smith is 3 for 5, 2 homers, a single, reached on an error as well. And let's see here. And by the way, that was the second error on the Red Sox, by the way, the error made by Green. You have 2 errors here. Mercy rule, none. Runners at first and second, 17-2 now. Cisco with the pitch. 1-5 against the righty. Strikeout 3, got him. Struck him out. He gets Smith. And that is out number 2. 2 men down. Here comes Severs. Severs is 4 for 5. A double and 3 singles. Cisco just trying to get this done here. 2 men down. Fans here at Fenway are sleeping. Cisco with the pitch. 6-2. Error on a throw. Severs. 4-2. It's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Schilling. His error rating is a 3. That's an 8. He won't make an error. He'll throw to first and end this inning as well. 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a couple of walks. 17-2 in favor of the White Sox, as this is just not a good game for Boston tonight. And Boston needed to win 4 games in order to get in the postseason, and right now there looks like they are going to be already 1 game down, trying to get into the playoffs. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Gary Geiger leads off for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 3. Herbert can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires, and they're going to keep him in there as long as he can go. Herbert with the pitch. 3-6, walk. 19 is high. Geiger, a 3-6, and it's a base hit past first. Geiger hits one past the first, down the first base line, and that will be a single. Next batter is Yaz. Yaz is 0 for 3. Infield a double play depth. Herbert with the pitch. 4-2. That's at the park. Fenway Park. 6-1. And that's a fly to center. And Landis comes in a little bit. And he will get it. 2 outs. I'm sorry, 1 out. 1 out. Herbert is now tired. They're going to see how long he can go. He's pitched beautifully tonight. Here's Malzone. Malzone is 0 for 2 with a walk, but then again, when you have a 15-run lead, it's very easy to pitch during that. Herbert will pitch to Malzone. Herbert, 2-1, possible error. Malzone, 1-6. It's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Fox. His error rating is a 5. That's a 2. He's going to make an error there. A grounder to second, and that's going to be an error. He drops it, and everybody's safe. So Fox makes an error at second. That's going to be an E4. And that is the second error on the White Sox. They got 2 errors in this ball game. Clinton is next, and he's 0 for 3. So the Red Sox get a little help by some poor defense. It's still runners at first and second, but the Red Sox, of course, are down 15 runs. Herbert with the pitch. 3-1. Hit by pitch. 11 is a no. Clinton, 6-4. And Clinton hits one into center field. That's going to be a double to center. Geiger's going to come in to score. Malzone will only go 2 bases. They will use the station-to-station rule, being down by so many runs, but it's now 17-3. So Geiger comes in to score on a double there by Clinton. And now it's a 17-3 ball game. So now the Red Sox complete the field goal. And now here is Green. Green is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Herbert will stay on the mound as long as he can. You got a 14-run lead. Herbert with the pitch. 1-4, strikeout 8, got him. He gets Green on a K. And that is strikeout number 3 for him. Yep, strikeout number 3 for Herbert, 2 down. 2 outs, and here is Runnels. Runnels is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Runners at second and third. Fans here at Fenway Park are already thinking about the second game. Herbert with the pitch. 2-1. Possible error. Runnels 4-2. Runnels hits one. That's a double to center, and the Red Sox will get 2 more. Malzone will come in to score. Clinton comes in to score. Center fielder is Landis. His error rating is a 3. That's a 19. He won't make an error, but Runnels gets 2 runs in, and it is now 17-5. So Boston gets 2 more runs. And now a runner on second. The batter is Nixon. Herbert says, I still want to go here. I still have a 12-run lead, but the lead seems to be shrinking a little bit here. But now it's 17-5. Nixon is 0 for 2. 2 men down. Fans are at Fenway trying to wake up, although it's still got a long way to go. Herbert with the pitch. 1-5. That's a blank. Nixon 3-1, and that's a grounder to first. That'll be handled by Severs. He'll take it himself, and that will retire the side. Boston gets 3 runs on 3 hits and an error, and it is 17-5 in favor of the White Sox. We go to the top of the 9th inning. White Sox in complete command of the ball game. Minnie Minoso leads off for the White Sox, and he is 1 for 4 with a single and a walk. Cisco will continue to pitch. And here it comes. Cisco 3-2 against a righty. That's a blank. Minoso 2-3. Ground ball to short. Easily handled by Green. 1 down. Here it comes Lawler. Lawler is 3 for 4. 2 singles, a bomb, and a walk. Cisco will go ahead and throw it. 6-6. That's a blank. Lawler 4-3. It's ground ball to short once again. Pump C will handle it and toss it to first. 2 down. Next batter is Fox. And Fox is not joining the hit parade. There's only a couple here. Fox is 0 for 3, but he has 2 walks. He's been on base pretty much, except everybody's been on base, except for the pitcher, except for Herbert. I'm sorry, no, everybody's been on base. I'm sorry, Herbert walked twice. Cisco will go ahead and pitch to Fox. Cisco 3-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Fox 1-1 against a righty, grounded to second base. That'll get handled by Schilling. He'll toss it to first. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Red Sox. And that is the first 1-2-3 inning since the first inning. 17-5 in favor of the White Sox. But will we see some 9th inning magic? White Sox lead the Red Sox 17-5. The White Sox actually won this game 7-5, but for some reason, Inside Pitch wanted to put an extra 10 on there. Pinch hitter coming up for Cisco. He is done. And let's see who the Red Sox are going to have to bat. And it is going to be Carroll Hardy. 263 average, 3 homers, 36 RBIs. He will pinch hit. Herbert's going to try to go the distance here. You got a 12-run lead, although the White Sox bullpen is really to get. I don't jest, and my name is, and you don't call me Shirley. Herbert with the pitch. 3-5, range play. Hardy, 3-2. It's a fly to right. That's hit to Robinson. His range is a 2. He won't get it, and that is going to drop for a single. So Hardy hits one away from Robinson. And Boston starts with a base hit. What? Did you expect the 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL Network? I think not. Here's Schilling. Schilling 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Herbert trying to get the complete game. He has not hit a fatigue result yet. Herbert 4-5, strikeout 15 is high. Schilling 2-4. It's a fly to left. It will be handled easily by the Comet, and that is the first out. One down, and here is Geiger. Geiger 1 for 4. Herbert, he'll make the pitch. 6-6 against the lefty. Home run result against the righty. Geiger needs an 11. That's a 3. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is over the green monster. It's gone. Home run for Gary Geiger. And the Red Sox fans kind of cheer. Yay. Gary Geiger hits a 2-run bomb, and now the score is 17-7, football score. So now 17-7 is the score, and now we will see Yastrzemski is next, and that's going to be it for Herbert. They will take him out. The White Sox said, you did a great job here, but we got to make sure we get this win. So the White Sox will go ahead and go to the bullpen, and they will bring out someone to pitch to Yastrzemski, and they're going to go with... Coming on to pitch is going to be Frank Baumann. 10 wins, 13 losses, 3 saves, a 5.60 ERA. Baumann will come on to pitch. Not their closer, of course. They're just trying there in a mop-up role. So now 17-7 is the score. Baumann with the pitch. 6-5 against the lefty. Strikeout 7. Got him. He gets Yaz. He strikes out Yaz on a K, and that is the second out. And the last chance for the Red Sox is Frank Malzone. Malzone is 0 for 4. Baumann will pitch to Malzone. The fans here at Fenway Park hoping for a better result in the second game of the doubleheader. Baumann, 3-6, super walk, 18. Yep, that's ball 4. Malzone will trot to first. This ball game is not over yet. So 2 men out, and now the batter is Clinton. Malzone on at first. Baumann just trying to go ahead and end the ball game. Baumann, 5-4, hit by pitch, 5, no. Clinton will get to swing. 4-1, and he will do it. That's a fly ball to right field. Robinson gets to it, takes a couple of steps backward, puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it, and mercifully, that's your game. The White Sox crushed the Red Sox tonight, 17-7. Nothing went good for Boston in this ball game, and the Red Sox can now lose only one more game. Stadium groans. The White Sox completely owned it tonight on the Red Sox. And that does it here. There was 1 run, though. I'm sorry, 2 runs on 2 hits and a walk. But the White Sox own the Red Sox tonight. Final line score is coming up. For the White Sox, 17 runs on 16 hits and 2 errors. For the Red Sox, 7 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher, of course, is Ray Herbert. He'll get the win. Gene Conley takes the loss. And, of course, there is no save in a game like this. This gets Game of the Year candidate only because I know for sure 9 runs is the most runs I've had in an inning for one team. I've never had 10, at least not an inside pitch. I did have, I believe, 10 in a payoff pitch game, but not an inside pitch. Don't go away, a huge 10-minute ticker coming right up. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So 17-7, the final score for the White Sox. And usually when I do something like this, I usually try to do the meaningless games first before we go to the games that actually mean something. There is a second game coming up, the White Sox and the Red Sox. We will skip that for now. Detroit at Kansas City, that game is meaningless. Detroit, although the Tigers have lost to Kansas City's beaten the Tigers a lot so far. Detroit 17-14, and that is 3. Kansas City 24-46, and that is 8. The Athletics have beaten the Tigers 3 straight games. Washington and the Angels, Senators 5-12, and that is 0. Angels 7-52, and that is 5. Angels win the game. Cleveland and Minnesota is meaningless. Indians 7-13, and that is 1. Twins 11-21, and that is 3. A win for the Twins. Let's see here. Okay, now we go to the games. That means something. Chicago White Sox at Red Sox. The Red Sox already are now at 78 and 79. This is a big roll for Boston. Must win this. Otherwise, every roll from now on, they'll be facing elimination. White Sox and Boston, here comes the roll. White Sox 18-26, and that is 5. Boston 14-42, and that is also 5. We got an extra innings. I'll roll one at a time. White Sox roll a 4, plus 0 is 4. Red Sox roll a 3, plus 0 is 3, and that's going to be a victory for the White Sox in extras. Boston is now at 78 and 80, one more loss, and they are out. They must have a winning record. Now we got Baltimore and the Yankees. We have these two tomorrow. Who will have second and who will have third? Baltimore 6-12. 6-12, and that is 0. Yankees 13-56, and that is 7. The Yankees will take back second place from Baltimore. The Orioles are now a half game back of the Yankees. Dodgers and Pittsburgh in a doubleheader. We'll skip the Cardinals and the Reds for a second. Dodgers and the Pirates. The Dodgers are 2.5 back of the Giants. The Pirates are 4 back of the Giants. Hoping maybe they can still win the league. Doubleheader, game 1. Dodgers 15-56, and that is 8. Pirates 10-45, and that is 5. And the Dodgers win the first game. Game number 2. Dodgers 8-11, that's 0. Pirates 9-14, and that is 1, and they will split the twin bill. So the Dodgers and the Pirates split and pretty much stay where they're at. Now, Cardinals, and we will do Cardinals and the Braves. Braves are a full game ahead of the Reds. I know all the Braves fans, all the Reds fans hoping for a win for the Cardinals. St. Louis at Milwaukee. Here comes the roll for that. Cardinals 9-33, and that is 4. Braves 8-15, and that is 2. The Cardinals beat the Braves. Now the Reds have to beat the Cubs, and they will tie Cincinnati and the Cubs. Perky against Anderson. Will the Reds tie it up for 4th in the National League? Here it comes. Reds 14-52, and that is 6. Cubs 8-33, that is 3, and we are tied between the Reds and the Braves. What a big 10-minute ticker that was, as now the Red Sox are now facing elimination. The Yankees have now taken back second place, and San Francisco did not play, so I believe actually the Dodgers and the Pirates, I think they still gained a half game or something. I have to look, but either way, that is what happened there. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 27th. We're going to stay in the Northeast, where we're going to Yankee Stadium. The Baltimore Orioles will take on the New York Yankees. Steve Barber will go for the O's, and Bill Stafford goes for the Yankees. Who will hold on to second place? Will Baltimore retake it, or will the Yankees take a game-and-a-half lead? And will the 10-minute ticker, can Boston stave off elimination? Baltimore, Yankees, Barber, Stafford, be there or be square. Total runs, what are they? Total runs, Milwaukee has 34 and the Reds have 25. If you were wondering about that, Brian B. Doug Hunt, Brian B., Brandon Baker, after further review with Steve Tower, Woodman 564, Mike Eisenberg, baseball with the demos, Beatles eternally, and of course, Steeler fan. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Chicago White Sox take the Boston Red Sox behind the woodshed and now put the Red Sox on the brink of elimination. They crushed them tonight, 17-7. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.